Hi, I'm Payal, and I'm really happy and honored to be here reading this chapter from The Magic of Love by Ayesha Chopra. The chapter that I'm going to read out is Parting. And I've chosen this because it says, or it signifies, that every cloud has a silver lining. So I hope you enjoy it, and here goes. Finally, the school year came to a close. It was the last day, and the students were packing up, preparing to go home for the holidays. Ruhi met Anya at the front door and affectionately linked her arm through hers. Anya had been rather preoccupied throughout the day. Ruhi had noticed it, but had not had a chance to be alone with her till now. As they started walking together towards the car pickup point, she said, "What's up, Anya?" Anya slowed her gait and said softly, "I'm leaving school, Ruhi." The words dropped like a bombshell. Ruhi stopped in her tracks and said, "What?" "I didn't get a chance to tell you," Anya whispered. "Dad's been transferred. We are moving to Chennai. I shan't be coming home next semester." Anya's voice was so soft, Ruhi could barely hear. What a shock! Ruhi sat down on the nearest bench. Anya joined her. "I didn't know myself till last night. Mom and Dad didn't want to distract me during the exams, so they kept it from me till now," Anya said, looking down. For a while, neither spoke. Then a teary-eyed Ruhi whispered, "What am I going to do without you, Anya? I'll miss you so much." "I'll miss you too, Ruhi," Anya said, her voice cracking. "I don't know what's going to happen. Everything is so uncertain. New school, new curriculum, new system. I'll have no friends. I'm so nervous." She blinked back tears. In an instant, Ruhi realized that her friend's need for comfort was as great, if not greater, than her. She reached over and hugged Anya. "Oh, Anya, I know how you feel. Just thinking about it makes me nervous." She then forced herself to sound cheerful. "But I know you'll be fine. Everything will turn out okay, you'll see." She was trying to reassure not only Anya, but also herself. "What will happen to us?" Anya moaned. "I don't want to lose our friendship." "You won't," Ruhi quickly and emphatically interjected. "That can never happen. We'll always be friends." Anya's eyes were doubtful. "But I'm going so far away." "We'll stay in touch." Ruhi forced a smile. "We'll email each other every day, and you'll tell me all about your new experiences." That made Anya smile too. They had each recently opened an email account that no one else knew anything about yet. Now they'll have a chance to use it regularly. "Don't worry about a thing." Ruhi squeezed her hand reassuringly. "You're good at making friends. You'll have new friends in no time at all. Promise me that you'll come visit me as soon as you can," Anya said, wiping her tears. "I promise. I'll start working on my parents already to let me spend Christmas with you." "How about that?" Ruhi said with forced enthusiasm. They talked some more, holding hands and reassuring each other till their cars pulled up. "This is not a goodbye," Ruhi said. "Let's just say au revoir till we meet again." Anya nodded. "Till we meet again." She smiled, still a little teary-eyed, and they parted. Ruhi's heart was heavy as she lay on her bed that night, gazing out of the window, waiting for wise out to come. Tonight, more than ever before, she needed his comforting presence. A gentle fluttering of the wings and Wise Owl landed gracefully on the windowsill. How is my favorite girl today? Sad. Anya is leaving school, moving to Chennai. What am I going to do? She cried. Vaisal listened patiently as Ruhi told him everything, ending with, "My best friend is going away, Vaisal. I'll miss her so much." Ah, so you've had the first taste of parting from a loved one, he said when Ruhi's voice trailed off. And from what you tell me, you handled it very bravely. He flashed a smile. I wasn't feeling brave at all. I was dying inside. But had to act brave for Anya's sake. She was so nervous and anxious. You did well, my dear. I know that you are feeling sad, but darling, this is something you had to experience sooner or later. Why? Ruhi asked, her voice full of pain. Partings are a part of life, my dear, Vaisal explained. Not everybody you love stays with you all the time. But why not? She persisted. For one thing, everyone has their own path to walk in life. Some stay with you longer than others, but ultimately each one must follow their own destiny. But what can one do when it hurts so much? Ruhi wailed. One thing you can do to lessen the hurt is to change your focus. How? Ruhi continued to lament. Well, instead of crying that Anya is going away, you might smile that you shared such a beautiful friendship together and how happy it made you. But that's precisely why I'm sad, Vaisal. Why should that happiness end now? Happiness doesn't end, darling. It lies within you, always. You just have to have faith and trust that whatever happens is always for the best, even if you can't see its benefit immediately. Ruhi began to listen carefully. She knew that the wise owl never spoke lightly. "I'm sure what you're saying is true, wise owl," she said at last. "But still, I will really miss Anya." "I know you will, dear, but if you remember her with love instead of pain, you won't feel so bad," he said cheerfully. "And looking at the brightest side, there are new friendships that await you. Be ready to welcome them. The more friends you have, the richer your life will be." But Ruhi couldn't share Vaisal's excitement yet. After he left, she fell into a fitful sleep. She was thinking deeply about what he had said. Days passed by, the holidays came to an end. Ruhi couldn't help missing Anya on the first day of new school year, but soon got caught up in the excitement of seeing her old friends again. Suddenly, she heard somebody call out her name. She turned to see the class teacher standing with a new girl. Ruhi walked up to them. "Ruhi, this is Ashna," the teacher introduced them. "Ashna is new to our school. She will study in your class, and I'd like you to help her feel welcome." "Sure," Ruhi smiled at Ashna. She liked Ashna instantly. There was something pleasant and friendly about her. As Ruhi escorted Ashna to an unoccupied desk near her thoughts went to Anya. She hoped that someone would be extending the same courtesy to Anya in her new school in Chennai. "I'll introduce you to everyone during recess, Ashna, or before the art class in the afternoon." "Oh, art! That's my favorite subject." Ashna's face lit up in anticipation. "Mine too," Ruhi said happily. It turned out that not only did Ashna like art and drama, which were Ruhi's favorite subject, she also was adept at origami. She promised to teach Ruhi the art of origami in their free time. Ruhi started looking forward to being friends with Ashna. Her heart began to feel lighter, and the spring returned to her step. That evening, Ruhi stepped out into the backyard of the house. She threw her head back and opened her arms wide in sheer joy. She wanted to embrace the whole sky. Wise Owl was right. Life was indeed beautiful. Her heart sang. From up in his tree, Wise Owl saw her twirl and smile. Ruhi was growing up and becoming quite capable of solving her own problems now. He thought, maybe my job is done here and it is time now to move on. He gave a happy hoot and flew far into the horizon till he could be seen. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed this. I enjoyed reading it. Thanks so much.